How's it going, everybody? It's Matt again. Today I'm going to be checking out another one of NEWAGE's Legend Scale Carbots. This time it's going to be a variant on their Sunstreaker mold that just came out recently. It's going to be H69P or Vice. It's going to be their Cordon, I believe, or basically one of their Diaclone, the Diaclone version of Sunstreaker that eventually got turned into a separate character and ended up being Autobot Cordon. Yeah, so we have him. So looking at it from the front, it's definitely inspired by like the toy box, kind of like how a lot of their kind of variants are, but I do quite like that. I love NEWAGE's choices for that. There it is from the top and from side and from the back, other side, bottom, all that good stuff. It is a box. He's also going to come with a set of instructions. This is the exact same set of instructions that we got with their William or their Sunstreaker, so nothing new there. He's going to come with 2 accessories. He's going to come with, well, technically 3 actually. He's going to come with this little silver gun, which is the exact same one that came with Sunstreaker. He's going to come with this chrome kind of missile or laser attachment for his hand. And he's going to come with this light bar for the car mode. And set those aside. Here he is. And of course, I love NEWAGE's Carbots. They're just like perfectly little Hot Wheel sized cars. He does roll really well because he is a car after all. These nice little plastic wheels. He does have some nice chrome here for kind of like the intakes and for the spoiler. And yeah, so he is based off of their Sunstreaker mold, so he is, you know, just as good as that one is. The entire thing is painted, of course. Got this kind of nice, almost like metallic, maybe like a pearl type of white all over them. I think it looks quite good. Black is painted, and of course the chrome and all that. We have some tampo on the sides. I don't know what that means. I can't read Japanese, but or Chinese. I don't know if that's Japanese or Chinese, but it is there. It's got like a little sheriff star there on the front of the hood. And you can, of course, take his light bar and put it right in that little hole, like so. So he is a police Lamborghini, if that makes sense at all. But yeah, very nice. But let's go ahead and transform him. I like to take the light bar off. You can leave it on there, but it does kind of restrict his transformation a little bit. It makes his shoulders sit a little bit higher than what they should. So I'm going to take that off. So we're going to start back here. We're going to split the spoiler. We're just going to kind of rotate these to the side. This top section we're going to lift up and off of here. And we're going to kind of split him in half right there in the middle. Then we're going to take these 2 side sections of the back of the car and we're going to rotate them out and around like this. Want to make sure that this is back, this armature is back here. Lift them up like this. And then these 2 spoiler sections are going to lift up like this and rotate in like that. The arm sections here are going to unplug from either side, and then this little panel here is going to come up, the fist will come out, and then the arm will straighten out like so. Same thing here, little panel will come up, arm will straighten out like that, and then we can go ahead and just bring his arms down like this. And then here's from the front, we're going to take and split either side from the center part here and just kind of bring this out. You're going to take these down on this ball joint here. You're going to extend on this little armature here. This little section will come out. This part here, you're going to flip this up, and this front part will flip in like that. Or actually not yet. This little part right here will flip in, and then this will come up, and then that'll come down like that. And then this will come up and just kind of tab in like so, straighten out the leg. I'm going kind of fast with this because I already did this on the Sunstreaker review, so this part here will come up on the slider and flip forwards, and then that will be a leg. Same thing here. Bring this out. This little panel comes down. This panel goes in. This comes up, collapses like this. That panel comes down to form the front of the leg. Slide up on the slider, put the foot forwards. There are the legs. And then these little panels, this one already kind of came down, but these little panels are just going to come down like that to form his little butt. And these panels will come down on the front. This panel is going to come down. You're going to want to lift this up. This little silver piece, if you can get your finger in there, is going to come out like this. The cap of his head will come up, rotate his head around, and then basically this part is going to, on this kind of triple joint thing here, is going to lift forwards, collapse up, and this will come up like this, push down, and then that will mesh together with that intake thing. And there he is. Now, you may have noticed this. I kind of messed up with this. I should have done this after I did the review anyways. That hole would not normally be there. I did not like this kind of like a Tampo paint thing here, how they kind of painted a fake light bar on it. So I drilled a hole right through the center of his chest so that I can attach the actual light bar to the front like that, which I think looks way better. But I should have done that after I did the review, so ignore that part. But other than that, there he is. He's got a nice little head. I like the red painted eyes. Face sculpt is very nice for how tiny he is. But there he is. There is little Cordon. He can, of course, hold his gun just fine in his tiny little hand, even though it is a little tight. And you can just pull his fist off and replace it with his little missile hand. If you would like to do so, you can do that. And his light bar fell off. There we go. So accessories work just fine. I'll pull those back off. He's kind of tight holding onto those holding onto the handle of the guns. It's kind of tight getting these together. I think it's because they didn't really account for that new paint, but it's all right. Let's go over articulation real quick. So he is on a ball jointed head. So forwards, nothing really at all because of the chin. Back quite a lot. He can go side to side a little bit and rotate all the way around, obviously because he transforms that way. His shoulders have just kind of like a little, just right there at the shoulder, you can rotate them all the way around. This little white piece can flip out on this little joint here, and there's a separate joint here at this pin, which allows you to get his arm up about that far, which is decent. He does have a bicep swivel, rotate all the way around. He has a double jointed elbow for about 180 degrees. He still does have this annoying little joint here that likes to move all the time on the wrist, but it is what it is. And you can, of course, rotate his wrist around on that little pin. He does have an ab crunch, though it is kind of crazy looking. He can rotate his waist all the way around. His front skirts do go up and down. And he does have ball jointed hips, so you can get his legs out about that far. With the front skirts moved, you can get his legs up all the way, and you can get them back all the way. You can rotate above the thigh, 360 degrees. He does have a double joint, or just a single jointed knee, which will get you 90 degrees, not really the greatest. And his foot does, of course, go up and down for transformation, and the very toe can rotate. So, exact same articulation as Sunstreaker, which means that it has the same limitations and little minor irritations as he did, but it's not necessarily the end of the world because I think that he looks pretty decent as a figure and performs pretty well. So let me get him cleaned up a little bit and we'll do some size comparisons. All right, size comparison time. So first off, let's go with one of NEWAGE's mini bots. There he is with Cliff Jumper. How about another car bot? Here he is with Barricade. We'll do a Constructicon. There he is with Bone Crusher. How about the new Trailbreaker that just came out a little while ago? And how about a couple of Magic Square figures? Here we have Magic Square Soundwave, and of course, Magic Square Optimus. So yeah, fits in just right. And of course, I can't forget the original release. Here he is with Sunstreaker. All right, and that's going to do it for NEWAGE H69P Vice, or their Cordon, their Legend Scale Cordon, the Sunstreaker remold, repaint. But yeah, I mean, he's an okay little figure. Sunstreaker himself as a mold is like okay, I suppose. Definitely one of NEWAGE's weaker ones, mainly just because it just has the same problems as Sunstreaker. Honestly, it just the legs don't really tab together great. He does have some loose parts here, like for his little butt flap. For some reason, it likes to come undone. He has no heel spurs, so he's kind of hard to pose, and his feet don't really pivot forwards at all, so he doesn't really have the greatest ability to stand. I didn't like that little kind of sticker tampo paint or whatever on the front, so I tried to remedy it by putting the light bar up there. You really shouldn't have to do that. It would have been nice if there was just already a hole there so that you could just plug it in there. But other than that, I mean, the paint is really good on him. I really like the new face sculpt. It's kind of cool. You get this new little accessory if you want to use it. But he's decent. He's a decent little figure. Definitely not one of NEWAGE's best, but it's not their worst, I don't think. So yeah, he's all right. But of course, thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see any of my other video reviews, they're on a convenient little playlist that is on my channel, so please check that out. If you would like to support me, please consider becoming a channel member or check out my Patreon. It's probably the best way to support me, even though that's more based on like my Armored Core stuff and my 3D printing side. I would really appreciate it. That is linked in the description. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.